Right, back again here. I wanted to try the different game here on the Steam Next Fest. The theme seems to be that there is so many too early things coming out, right? This might be hopefully better, but I don't know. This is Sledders. Snowmobile, kind of some type of racing thing here. Locked. Sure, maybe this will be. Maybe this will be a DLC, who knows, or paid in stuff. Vehicle locked. Everything is locked. Except for this one. Or that one. Options. First off, the menu are way on the left side and the font is really tiny. It's menu center, please, and make it nice, readable, and have the sub settings, you know, video menu, audio menu, sub menus, really nice. Here it's just one menu. Window mode, full screen, and exclusive, nice to have. When you're in window mode, you cannot, you know, you don't have any choice, but you can freely resize the window, but it does look very weird. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but maybe if you're in window mode, you can go for super mega ultra wide like this. I prefer multiples can be fine, but yeah, resolution is what I like. So let's see if I can make this like a 1440p windowed mode. It is something, so it's yeah, it's something, but I would have preferred just something. Trying to get this to be that might be 1440p ish, but yeah, it would have been nicer to just be able to select that. It does have super ultra widescreen here mode. Don't see a normal widescreen, ultra widescreen mode here, so don't know if that's gonna work or not. Change vehicle host on. So this is single player and multiplayer. Let's see if single player will work. If I get my Steam overlay is working, okay, good. I have show FPS. Let's see if it's gonna show FPS. Escape does not work to go back in the menu. Really like when escape has like that function in the menus. Sure, you have one stage. It's perfectly fine for a demo. You have you can at least see your key bindings, but you cannot rebind them, to my knowledge. Use controller, highly recommended. All right. Cannot get into the menu from this point. Nope. Not good. Want to change my settings. The FPS is white color, which is a very weird choice for a winter snowy game. But I'm hitting my 120 FPS target in 1040p. Audio is not exist. Throttle and brake. Respawn. Lean. Steer skis. Okay. See. So Oh god. What in the name of... Ooh. Throttle brake, okay. Steer skis, A and D. Lean. Okay. Yeah. You know what? What the hell? Uh, what? Wow. Oh no. Okay. Ooh, whoa. Okay. Can't change. I wanna options. There we go. Okay, I can change this options in here. Let me crank. So to get started, lean forward. Oh my god, it's trying to be simulation. I'm sorry, I had to read on the Steam forum how the freaking heck to do this. So to start to get going, push forward, lean forward, gas full throttle, and then ease off. Ooh. Yeah, this is some type of simulation going here. Whoa. Interesting, but it doesn't seem to be... I'm also gonna use the lean for now, not trying to use the... Oof. Holy hell. Oh, this is brutally difficult, that's for sure. Oh, what the frick? This seems like I'm kinda fricked. Holy hell. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about simulation. I can't say I've been on a snowmobile to exactly understand how it works. I'm gonna have to there we go. I'm gonna have to reset. No, not reset. No. Quit. Wow, that exists the entire game. This is borderline what I would not put up on my YouTube channel. This is close to just being shit as a demo. I hope other people have better experience, but holy hell. This is Yankee ass deep. The difficulty ramp here, just to get started, is like insane. You really need to like pretty much lay just full on gas and lean forward. And now I'm gonna be stuck here. I cannot get out of here. There's no reset, right? I can't reset like the map. And I don't think there's I only think that there's like free roam. There's no like at this point in time, right? There's no like goals or anything. I can't get, I don't know how to get back up to it. I'm sorry, but I've never been on snowmobile, but I'm pretty certain that you don't have to crank the throttle full on and lean as far forward as you can to just get started. I'm pretty certain that I can sit down, straight up, ease on the throttle, get forward. Right? Please comment if you've been on snowmobile like this. That if, because in this game, as they are telling you here, like that you need to like to get started, lean full forward, max throttle, then you can ease off the throttle. I highly doubt that that's how you need to get started, right? It could be a starting point like in motocross, right? They lean fully over the bike and then they throttle it up, because otherwise, you know, you will it will flip over. Just as I'm sure that you can do that in a snowmobile. You can lean very forward and get a lot of throttle and then to get a faster start. But I highly doubt that you need that for just getting going as a beginner. You definitely do not need that on a bike, right? Motorcycle, motocross, whatever, supercross, superbike, GP. Not like that. You can sit straight up and you can ease on the throttle to go, you know, go forward. I'm really trying to give this a chance, because the physics on the snow looks interesting. It looks a bit, it's not like really, like it's something, it's not super realistic, but from early and everything, and the trees, nothing crazy. But like, unless I'm giving full throttle, I'm not getting, I cannot really move. And I can't get back up. I'm leaning fully forward to try to get up this little hill here. But no matter what I do, I cannot do that. It's impossible. And there's no way to reset. I have to quit. quit the entire game, start it up again. I'm trying to give this just, if it's a simulation game, right, I'm trying to give it the best possible I can. This is borderline, I don't want to put this up as a video because there is nothing positive so far about this game. It also is a weird starting point that you have slope down and everything, that you don't have more of like a flat to start the player out, maybe not in the deepest snow to start the player off. So leaning the basic. There's some weird shimmering on the trees to the right, maybe you can see that, and in the front there and the left, graphical glitches. But the graphic is not a problem here. The problem is that this is just like 0.5%, 50% throttle, right? I cannot get started. I'm leaning fully forward. It is impossible to get started here. To get started, I have to lean fully forward. Yeah, smack throttle fully. And then come off a little bit, and then we can get going. The problem here is that there's like... And we are fucked again. Full. No. Okay. It also seems like the map is just on the top of a little bit of a hill. So there's like, you can't really practice in the super deep snow here. Maybe this is what you need to do when you are in like this deep of a snow to get started. Full throttle and like that. That could be realistic. I'm very curious if that is the case. But then maybe you shouldn't have the players start in that kind of environment. Maybe you should have the user start on a more flat place with a little bit of more of less deep snow. Because you really need the momentum. Once you get going, you really gotta keep this going. Otherwise you are effed up. And I don't want to go down because that's downhill, and going back up and with all of these trees is brutal difficult. So yeah, not really understanding the decision for this map as a demo. Like there's no like path or anything for me to really follow here. You have like a map here. I don't know how big this map is, but you can't really stop to check the map because then you might risk not getting started again. You have so many trees and everything here. Like just now when I'm just this, when I got speed up, yeah, it is definitely a bit of interesting. But it's so easy to just not get going, get stuck, that it kind of takes away from the fun. Like it might be something here, and the problem is that it's just way too early of a demo. This is not how to showcase and like ease the player in with no tutorials, nothing. It does seem to have interesting physics going here, right? And maybe, you know, if you are more into, you know, snowmobiles, maybe it has some kind of, you know, more of an understanding to the realism and everything. But if not, it's probably not going to grip you. Not gonna like instantly get you, because it's just way too difficult to just get going for you. Like I think a lot of people are gonna get stuck on just trying to get going. And you pretty much have to like lean fully forward at all the time to try and not not stop your momentum. And I was leaning all forward, and I still flipped in a little jump like that. It just seems very weird. And okay, this is the end. I want to go a different way, but I'm kind of stuck now. Know how to get back. I'm trying to get back up here, but it's just... Why would you have this steep hill in front of the wall? Why would you not have a flat so it would be easier to get back to the map? Like... What went on in your mind when you created this map? It feels so weird. How am I supposed to get back here? I can't see any respawn of the map point. I have to quit the entire game. I can reset the snow. Change the camera. I haven't used brake at all because it is insanely automatic like brake when you stop throttle, you know, let go of the throttle, it will just come to a halt. Maybe that is realistic, I don't know. The brake I have had zero use for so far. Steer skis hasn't been that usable, and I can get that you might steer with your body, so I'm not gonna question that, so that's perfectly fine. That part, you know. I see this being very, very difficult for people to get into. And the problem is that this is early access, planned to be going live in early access in December 5th. I don't see it having a good audience for that. Like, if I go to the garage, okay, so, and then I go, so that's how you go back here. That's interesting, okay. So if I go straight ahead, let's see if I can, what's gonna happen then? And I think the tree density is a little bit high. Like, this isn't really what you wanna, like... I'm not, like, feeling that I wanna go driving in this high of a tree density. But the map is telling me that this is the way that the map, like, expands. Oh. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to see, like, what's the path? This might be, you know, if you are into snowmobiles here, it might feel more natural, more realistic, but just coming into this without a tutorial or anything is going to be quite brutal. Why is there so many trees here? What's the path? Like, what path is there for the game? It would have been much better if you would have started off with like a snowmobile like track, get you used to it, or having some more of a clear like the trees having some kind of clear paths or something. Just going in this high density forest place. Oh, I do wonder what's the goal is going to be. Like, is it just going to be like free roam? That can definitely be, you know, fun. But that's also going to mean that it's going to be for more hardcore players. Like, this is where you should start the user off. Right? Interesting. Okay. Not sure how that works. Huh. If I want to go... I do that. Right, yeah, again, I'm not questioning the physics because I haven't been on one on a mobile, so maybe that's is that you do counter steering, do quick turns. Definitely quite a challenging thing to try to go. But yeah, this is where you should start the user off, an open area, a little bit less trees. Just have the user trying to, you know, get an easier way to get going. And like trying maybe to zigzag between a bit of a few trees here. Do a quick turn. And then have like a quick little info bar showing that, hey, if you have trouble getting started, lean forward. Lean forward and press full on the gas for a short period of time, then ease off. That would be much more of a better thing. Brake does nothing. Okay, you can do a quick counter steer, so if I want to go here, right. Right, counter steering apparently is how you turn. And have a little bit of a tutorial like this area with some trees, and then have them, hey, try to turn around this tree and you steer the other way and lean right, steer left, and then ease up on the gas to do some kind of, you know, you need to help the user here to get into it. Otherwise, you know, you might, maybe that's what you're going for, just to catering to the hardcore people that are into this type of, you know, vehicle and this type of driving. I guess that's fine, but you're going to severely limiting the user base. Right, I can see this with a proper tutorial and the map being revised. I can see him being an interesting snow game, winter game. But the first introduction here is not good. Trying to learn how to do this, like, quicker turns. Not good at it. Maybe I'm going too fast for it or something. Now we're screwed. Yeah, this is much better area than where you start the user off. There we go. Okay, I went around one tree. I'm really trying to give this, you know, everything I can. I don't want to... I'm not trying this game because I want to shit on it, because it looks very interesting. Okay, a little bit bad. I'm trying my best, seriously, as serious as I can here to... to learn. But yeah, without any tutorial, it is very, very, very difficult. Maybe that's planned for early access, you know. But again, maybe this is way too early to be out as a... So... yeah, once you're stuck in that, you are not getting forward. Yeah, leaning is the most effective way to do steering. I'm trying to see if I can use the... Seems like the leaning is bugged or something. It doesn't lean the way I expect it to do. Because I'm trying to... It seems to work fine now, but as soon as I get a little bit of a speed here, and I'm trying to go for... If we can find it. Do the tree here. That tree there. Let's clear this one. So tree. So I'm coming here at it at straight. I'm leaning a little bit forward. Then I lean back into the left and back into the right to kind of do a turning, and it just seems like it stops, and now it starts leaning. It does seem like the leaning isn't working. Right, it seems to be working now. Right, you can see that. I can do some quick turns. But somehow when I'm coming here, we lean. It just doesn't lean. It doesn't lean. I'm leaning. It's like I have... Yeah. So as soon as I press back, it doesn't lean here. I don't know if it is the speed. But I'm leaning way back. Back to my, you know... Back to my... Let's see if we can get it. I'm gonna get started towards this tree here, right? And then I'm gonna push right and down, like diagonal right down on the stick here fully. And that should mean that you are pretty much, you know, leaning back to the right. And that, in theory, to my knowledge, should, you know, make a water scooter, you know, scooter like that, or a snowmobile kind of like do a sharper turn. In reasonable speed, but it doesn't seem that is happening. It only happens like when I start off, or when I am super low speed or something like that. Well, let's see. Come on, start off. There we go. Lean. I'm pushing straight to diagonal. I'm holding then down right here. Nothing happens. And then we do it here. And now it did happen. How do I get back? Where was I? Performance seems to be good. Alright, that's where I was. And to get back here. Need my open area. Oh, nope. Nope, not. Alright. We are flipped. Now I don't know. Ooh, way too much trees for a first map here. Alright, we're back out here. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's working. I don't know why. Every time I push back to the right, nothing happens. That is what I want. That motion. So, I can do this. Come on. Let's get going a little bit here. Then do you see that motion? Back. That motion. That's what I want. To the right. Doesn't seem to be happening that way. It looks more like front. You see that? That's the motion I want. And it doesn't... I can't... There it happens. I think that's the problem. Something is off with how the leaning works here, because you should... Again... Wave 64, right? Water scooter game. Had the kind of same things. You know, it's like this, but on water. The physics-wise. And to turn slowly, you know, you lean forward to the left. That makes a slow right turn. And if you're gonna, you know, speed accelerate quickly, you know, leaning forward helps also. Leaning back is more like for jumping or for other stuff, or going downhill. You know, you don't have downhill in water. And for doing sharp turns, what you do is you lean like back diagonally to the right to do a sharper turn, and you know, you adjust your speed coming into the turn, obviously, but then you like hit the gas and you do that at the same time as you lean that way. It does not seem to work in this game. And I'm down here. I feel that it's off how the leaning and stuff works. If they get that one down more towards, you know, the wave race kind of leaning and how that works, and have some easier starting procedure, or add a very, very good tutorial, it could have a possibility in the early access release. This demo here is pretty bad for starting. Not that the demo itself is bad, but it's how you get the user into it, right? Because if you just look at, oh, awesome, looks like a cool winter game. If you don't know about the leaning stuff or something like that, a lot of people are not gonna do that. They are gonna just not, they are not gonna get going at all whatsoever. They are not gonna just take off. I had to read on the forum because I tried leaning, but apparently you have to lean and pretty much just slam full throttle, which is very weird. Maybe it is realistic, but from a standpoint, you need to put the user like some kind of info, like this is how the game is working. Even if it's realistic or not, you need to give some kind of hint to the user. And the spot where you spawn in like this kind of, you know, the top of the hill, it's bad because it is extremely difficult getting going when you are facing down or uphill. The area where I ended, that's where you should start. And you should also remove a lot of vegetation, or even better, if you start where I am, and then you have like the trees forming like a map for the users to get used to, then the user can go off, you know, off whatever, freedom of whatever. But starting point, the starting is the most crucial thing ever. And this game fails it so hard. Because when I'm starting here, getting a little bit done, it's start getting, oh, quite interesting looking. Graphic is no problem. And it's supposed to have day and night cycle, which is really nice. Multiplayer online co-op could be interesting, and not co-op but online. I'm very curious to what is like, what kind of goal is it? Is it just free roam? Well, not that this has to be bad, but what kind of thing is this? Is it just free roam? Is it gonna be tracks? Is it gonna be, yeah, what is the like the point more than just enjoying snowmobile and the winter time, right? Is there anything more than that? But I think as a starting point, you should have toned down the vegetation, or again, have the vegetation form a track for the user, and let the user start on a really flat place, and also maybe have starting point that kind of practice place. Don't have like this thick layer of snow, so it would be easier to get going, that you don't have to like commit in everything. Yeah, again, I don't think that this is a good demo to showcase your game. It doesn't mean that the game is bad, but it needs polish. And again, I feel something with the leaning feels off. I don't know if it's me or what's going on. Maybe again we need a tutorial, but I didn't feel that leaning back to my right, that it gave that impression, that kind of sharper turning or anything. Maybe I have to lean back to the right and then counter steer for that to work or something. But then again, the tutorial for this game is gonna be super important for everyone that's not a hardcore snowmobile Sledder, rider. That's the way it is. I'm gonna leave it there. You can try this yourself and make your own judgment, but I feel this is again a demo that should not be out. It doesn't really, like, I'm not gonna come back to this, right? Unless some gaming newspaper or YouTuber or streamer are like, oh, look at this game that just came out now, it's so awesome. Because I have no idea what's they're going forward. I'm not gonna keep checking in on this page like, oh, are they going the way I want or something? No, I'm not. So it's just, unless this game really dazzles other people so it gets picked up, it's off my radar, because it didn't do this first impression in a well starting way, unfortunately. And that's why I think it's so important to not put early demos out. This is what I feel is just for internal testing. Fine in that way. It is so much that needs tweaking before it comes out to the general user. Again, it doesn't mean it's just a bad game. It doesn't show off its honestly great foot here, unfortunately. But you can try this yourself. And the biggest tip is lean forward max, throttle maximum, and if it starts going way up, like 70-80 degrees, the snowmobile, ease off the gas a little bit, and then you can just hammer it on. Keep the momentum, and if you know how to do a sharp turn in this game, leave a comment down below. Would be fun to see if I'm totally off, that you're supposed to lean back to your right and ease off the throttle, and then like throttle on and do that. I tried it with counter steering. That means that you turn the front skis to left, turn right. Didn't seem to work. I just couldn't get any sharp turning to work. So, but if you feel like, you can always leave a comment to see how I messed that one up, or if it is the game that was not working for me or whatever. Could be interesting though to see that. But yeah, with this as impression and everything, I'm not going to be following this game back. And I'm also more into arcade games. That's why I'm mentioning Wave Race. Wave Race, with how it works, even though I feel it has some realism to it, it's so fun. And if this game could offer that, I would have just been very curious to see what kind of, progress the game was going to have in the future. But it doesn't really showcase anything of that, and it might be going super hardcore open world free roam simulation, and that is not going to be for me anyway. So, but yeah, you can check back to the channel for more Steam Next Facts coming up. Dive in to try this yourself, and again, leave tips or something if you want to. I'm not gonna most likely not dive into this game again, but it would be fun to see how I should have done it. So correct me on that. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah, check back to the channel, follow the channel, or if nothing else, as always, have as a great day as possible next time, and bye for now.